This turnaround strategy of removing 50% of the teachers and the sitting principal has really become a national model for turning around schools. And what happens is the theory behind that is that a school that is underperforming for a number of years develops a negative culture that negatively affects both the teachers and the students. And one way to affect change is just to change the people who are in the building, both either students or faculty. Well, obviously, we hope that there'll be a significant change in performance, that people come in with new ideas, new strategies, build new relationships among the teachers, develop systems to really affect change in kids' lives. I also think there'll be some ramifications in around our assessment of teachers, assessment of principals, in terms of how we work to improve their performance on a regular basis, so we don't have to keep turning to these drastic and very heart-wrenching methods of change. I was working with one turnaround school in the Boston area where when the kids learn, these elementary kids learn that they were a turnaround school, and they walk in to tell the teacher, "Oh, I hear you're a bad teacher. That's why we're not doing well," which is an awful thing to hear as a professional, and frankly untrue. Well, Teach Plus is this fantastic idea that I think will serve the professionalization of the teacher corps, where they are an independent organization that has reached out and recruiting teachers who've demonstrated that they're highly effective in urban and high-need schools, bring them in as cohorts to these schools so that they can serve not only as effective teachers but also teacher leaders, where they're part of their responsibility, for which they will have extra compensation, will be helping their peers learn how to be effective. And that, to me, is the most powerful model you can have. We know that great institutions are a function of not only having great people in them, but those individuals don't tolerate mediocre work in their peers, and that pushes the mediocre teacher out and gives more room for the effective teacher. So in terms of the turnaround schools, is now that you've lost half your teachers, how do you rebuild a culture that is positive and moving forward? Which Teach Plus is doing for us is seeking groups of 3 or 4 to 5 teachers who will come in as a cohort, who are committed and giving extra training and support and becoming leaders and moving that culture forward.